This is a story of Dave and Sharon finally living their dreams of sailing to the Caribbean and beyond. Join us while we share our adventures from getting the boat ready and embarking on our cruising life.
When we were in the Chesapeake, I had to raise the dinghy up on the side of the boat using the forward halyards, and so I can clean the bottom. And anyway, one of them got stuck. The pulley broke apart and the rope got stuck, and so I had to go up and replace that pulley, or at least pull it down so that I could get the right parts for it. And also I had to replace the deck light, which has had to been replaced since we've owned the boat pretty much. So I needed to go up the mast when we got to Port Canaveral, and one of our new friends we met there, John, happened to have an angle driver, not really a screwdriver, but yeah, an angle drill, and hoisted me right up the mast, no problem. So I ended up going out and getting one so that one, Sharon can hoist me up the mast, and two, we use it to power the winches when we want to. So, that's what we ended up getting. Whoops.
Stick it in my face.
I'll show you a little bit of this. We got the one that had this instead of this built in, and the chuck built in, because I saved $200 or $300, including the cost of the chuck, and of course either one I would have had to get the bit there that goes in, and it was worth every bit of it, and we've used it quite a bit, at least for the winches.
Going up the mast to fix things with the help of John. And Phoebe.
Yep.
Had to switch bags. The handles of the other one broke. Well, as you're trying to lift the motor up, the buckle of the strap broke off.
Plastic.
It's a good thing. It's just moving it, trying to move it up slightly instead of it breaking on the way down to the dinghy or up from the dinghy to the spar.
One of the other tasks was through quite a few years of sailing now, when we had the mainsail out. The outhaul, it's a powered mainsail, and so it has a wheel that grabs the line and pulls the sail out, or back in, well, pulls it out. And when the wind was fairly stiff, the sail would always pull itself back in a little bit, or it would move on the track across that pulley. So I ended up putting another extra little pulley on there that causes the line to tighten around the main pulley that pulls it out, and that solved that.
All right, so we had a problem with the outhaul. When it was a windy day, it would pull the sail that was so tight that it would pull the rope around the wheel here. Before it came around, it went straight back out this way, and it would just scoot it around no matter how tight I got it. So I just added this. So we have a thick aluminum part here that I cut out, a bearinged wheel here, and then that's captive. So what it does is it just keeps it enough around the whole wheel so that it doesn't pull back. And this is actually the one that pulls, so if it does it again, I'll just switch this around the other way and this one will pull in. But I don't think it's really going to be a problem as long as I get that right there. It seems to work. And then I moved the stop, which is right here, which allowed the sail to go almost all the way in. And these would go in. You don't want that. So this is the mark for the sail to go in. So I moved the stop from here up to here. So now the sail will go in far enough, but it won't go get stuck up inside of there. Now we'll pull her in before it gets too windy here.
Yet another task, and this is, I knew we had a problem all along. On the starboard side, the Genoa truck would wobble and make noise, and when we had the survey done, he pointed out that the plastic sliders were gone in the truck that went along the aluminum rail. So I measured out what it was, and from McMaster Car, I believe, I ordered some nylon tracks and had to cut and fit them, and then I forced them in to repair that, and it repaired it very well. It slides pretty good. And at the same time, on both sides, I took apart all the systems and cleaned them and greased them. So all the cars, or all the the trucks or cars, you can call them, they all move very easily now. So we had a rigging inspection done a while back, and one of the things he caught was that car missing the pieces, the nylon pieces, oops, that go in right here. And if we looked at the other one, we can see if we can see it, that those nylon pieces are circular. It's like a dowel that goes in there with a cut on it that goes along the rail. So I started to look at it, and as we're sailing, I found this little piece on the somewhere on the boat. I think on the outside there. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was something that fell off from up top. And then about a month later, I found another one. So we put them aside. And then the other day, I went to measure in here. I went to measure what that dowel would be, and I noticed it was square. And I said, oh, that's what those were. Channels. So I ordered some channels from McMaster Car. These are hard plastic, and these are a nylon plastic, one of the nylon ones. I had to cut it down here, and I had to round the edges because they were just slightly larger. This was wide, so I can cut that where it goes in here. And so what I'm doing right now
is forcing those in, and then I'm going to hot glue the ends of them. I sanded here, roughed it up both sides so I know, but I'm only going to do one side of it. I'm going to hot glue it and it's so far I've got the outside where I forced it in. What this does with the nylon is it melts the nylon a little. It's hot glue. And it melts the nylon just a little bit. And oh yeah, before I started, I heated up the outside with this heat gun, which I'll do on the other side. But heating up the nylon will then create with the hot glue, will create a bond in there. So I got the hot glue in, so now we got to hang it in before she cools off. Cutting it up. I think I got it enough in there. Melt it a little more.
That wouldn't work. I'm gonna have to go right on top of the nylon. That's how I got it in so far.
There. Top of the nylon. There we go. Glue's still hot, but we'll heat it up again. See if we can get that all the way in there. Okay. Heat up that glue again. Go. So this won't go all the way in, but that's okay. Well, that's better. Alright. So that's mostly in there on that side. That's okay if it hangs out. I can actually cut that if I need to. Maybe I will. Heat the whole thing up. Then let's move this. Oh yeah, I can tell that's going to slide beautifully. Okay. Move that down again. So we've got room to go. Heat this up first. Now when we're done, we have to grease everything on these wheels. We're gonna have to grease this gear here, just for. And then I bought new ones of these to go on the other end. Got it on both sides, rocking's on, and she slides. Then maybe I'll just cut that. I don't think those are going to come out. Good, slide a little better. I think I'm going to have to grease the rails here slightly. Yep. That'll do it. Fixed.
The carpets in the cubbies all fell down over the years we've had it, and they're a nuisance because they're hanging there. Some of them are hanging over the cups, the plates, where we store books, where we put all kinds of things. And finally I said, you know what, we got to do something about it. So we got some contact cement, and we did do some carpet things like a couple years back, but this time we are doing them with better stuff. And so we had to line with plastic and do it all. And so anyways, we got all of that done. The carpet, the cubby part. The headliners, a lot of them are coming down. We did fix some of them, and we have more to go. This is a long process, and because you have to tear everything apart, take everything out, and the next one is over the nav station. Imagine what we have to take out for that. A lot. But anyways, that's, at least the cubbies are done.
So one of the previous owners had all of the liners and redone, and all the carpets, everything lined with carpet, and they used a spray glue on it.
We think.
Either way, whatever they used didn't hold. So we are redoing what we need to with it with real contact cement. That's the type you, nice and smelly. And you put it on both surfaces, you let it tack up, and then you put them together and they stay permanently. It's waterproof, indoor, outdoor. Pretty much stick anything. So we're doing those here. Eventually we're going to have to do the liners. These liners are held by these, so it's not too bad. I think that's a water spot in there. But we're going to have to do all of those. We're going to have to do the liners up in there. We're doing all of the carpets in here.
We want to say thank you to all of our viewers who have subscribed and commented. We appreciate your support and feedback. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps us build our channel up so we can keep bringing you more videos.